Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Jim, the Iowa Tesla Guy. Today is a special day, and it's been quite a journey for us. For those of you that have been following us on the channel, know that we placed an order for a second Model Y. I have a 2021 red Model Y, and we decided that our family was ready to go all electric, and we ordered another Model Y for my wife in October 2021. It was supposed to be delivered in March 2022. Clearly, we're sitting here in September 2022, and so it's taken a little bit longer, and actually it isn't taken as long as Tesla originally told us, because at one point we were not supposed to get the car until June 2023, or over a year and a half. But it's been quite a journey. I'm going to document all of the steps of what it took to get us from where we started to where we are now, because there were quite a bit of twists and turns along the way. And I have to say that in 2022, if you want a Tesla, you kind of got to really want a Tesla, because there are a lot of things that happened during this buying process after we bought it with Apple Pay, which was super simple, that just kind of made this whole thing a bit of a mess. And again, I'll cover that in another video. But today we are going to be covering pickup day. Hopefully everything is going to be good. We're 125 miles away from our destination, 1:30 pickup time. We're going to document build quality. We're going to document any issues that we might find with the car. We're going to check it out. We're going to look at all the things, and we're going to bring it home and give you my final thoughts when we're done. So if this interests you, stick around for the ride. All right, welcome back. We are almost to the Tesla Service Center in Des Moines, and we'll be pulling here in a second. And it got a text message a couple of minutes ago saying we need to find our car and then follow the instructions in the app. So we're just pulling up, and we're gonna see if we can track down the car. All right, this is it. This is our new Model Y. It says congratulations on your new Model Y. I guess we're gonna start the process by looking over the outside of the car, and I got a checklist we're gonna go through. All right, so far we're going through the checklist, and I will say that we haven't gotten too far into the car, but the build quality of this 2022 Model Y, and this came out of Austin, by the way. It's in the 8,000-ish long-range Model Ys out of Austin. So far, we've seen a couple of small paint issues in the back. We haven't completely gone over everything, but the panel gaps are substantially better on this car compared to when I bought my Model Y back in 2020. All right, one of the things that sets this apart from other Tesla Model Ys is, and one of the ways to determine that it's actually an Austin build, is this. It's got the, I guess, trunk canopy cover that folds back like this, and probably unpopular opinion is that I don't really care for them, so I don't know if it's actually going to stay in the car, but it's up to my wife. So, and I don't think she really likes them either. She's holding the camera and motioning no. So anyway, that's what you get on a new Model Y. All right, so we're going through the checkout process, and inside of the car is actually perfect. But we're running into a little bit of a hiccup. We went through the app and we confirmed that we accepted the car, and usually everything lights up and says it's now your car. But for some reason, the app is still saying, even though we've accepted delivery, it's still showing that we haven't accepted delivery, and the car isn't registering that we've accepted delivery either. So service guys have been really helpful so far, but they're working with us to try and get this figured out. So we'll check back in when we know what's going on. All right, so we've made baby steps forward. They claim that there's been problems with the network today with the app, but finally got the app to connect to the car. The car no longer says that it is needing to be picked up or anything. However, it's stuck 50% downloading, and when we try to turn off Wi-Fi, it doesn't want to connect to the network yet, the cellular network. And I just put in our home address so we can navigate from Des Moines to home, and when we said it said it was going to take us a long time to get there. And as you can see here, it thinks the car right now is in Southern California, which we are not. We were actually way over here in Des Moines. I don't know why the car isn't picking up a GPS signal. So still trying to work some things out. We'll get it figured out. All right, I think we're approaching the end of the road here at the service center. It's taken a little bit longer to get this car up and going. It's had some software glitches that the team here has had to work through. And I have to say that the guys here at the service center in Des Moines, Iowa have been absolutely fantastic, top-notch guys. So thank you so much for all your help. It's just that for whatever reason we had issues with the LTE in the car and the GPS, and we've got guys right now, a guy in there right now getting that all set up and squared away and getting the LTE turned back on and getting the GPS set okay. You know, it's basically a computer on wheels, and sometimes things don't go quite as planned with computers, but we're about all fixed up and ready to go, and it's been a couple of hours here at the service center, which is fine. It's cloudy, avoided a lot of the rain. We'll be grabbing some food and then hitting the road back home, and we'll kind of check in when we get back to let you know how this whole process ended up, and so check back later. All right, so after about 2.5 hours at the service center, we have our car and we are headed home. I'm in my Model Y. My wife is behind me in her brand new 2022 Midnight Silver Metallic Model Y herself. Got all the chinks out of the armor, the bugs out of the machine, whatever you want to say. But overall, even though the experience took a little bit longer, it was a positive experience, in part because the people that worked there and helped us out were just incredibly accommodating, incredibly patient, incredibly helpful. As far as the build quality of the car compared to mine, which is almost 2 years old, almost night and day difference. This is an Austin build, and I can tell you it looked really good top to bottom. The only issue that we had with the car upon inspection was there were some scratches and actually a couple gouges out of the back bumper cowl, and they were quick to point out that they noticed that themselves and that they have already ordered a replacement rear cowl for the car that we'll have to come back to Des Moines at some point in the future and get that swapped out. Now, when you buy a Tesla, you want to make sure that within the first 24 hours, you give the car a very thorough look over, because that is the grace period that you have to report to Tesla any issues that you find that they will cover basically under warranty, and say, this is how I got the car. Kind of similar to when you get a rental car and you walk around it to see what kind of pre-damage there is. This is your chance to find anything that you're not happy with, whether it be paint imperfections, gaps in the body panel, any dirt or smudges or problems on the interior. Now, where this car really shines is in its build quality on the outside. I have a 2020 Model Y, and I didn't know how bad the panel gaps were until I got this car. This car is tight. This is an Austin build. And everything that I've been hearing online, and even the Tesla guys reported that this build quality is looking really well. Panel gaps are non-existent. And the gaps that are there are consistent and equal, and it's just a really tight, well-built car from what I can tell. Absolutely perfect. Let's take a look at the inside of the car, how well the build quality is. On this particular Model Y, we went with a black interior, which gets us the wood grain dash. Have to admit that living with the white seats and the white dash, I am not a fan of the wood grain. Actually not, black's fine. Interior is, from an inspection point of view, is perfect. Nothing loose, nothing smudged, nothing dirty. The seats are perfect. I've spent about a half an hour going through the inside of this car thoroughly, and I have yet to find a single problem, which is fantastic for those of you that are concerned about picking up a Tesla of your own. A bit to my surprise with this new Model Y is that we actually got a physical mobile connector with the car. I knew that we were getting one, and we paid for one because we bought this car and ordered this car almost a year ago. But what has been reported recently is that they're actually giving out vouchers, $200 vouchers, to go on the website and pick one of these up if they're in stock. This car actually came with one, which was surprising, and the service center said that they're in the process of transitioning, and some cars are getting them and some cars are not. This car got one, so very happy to have it. New member to the family, Midnight Silver Metallic 2022 Model Y. All of the new features that we don't have, and I'll probably have a separate video comparing the two. But for now, we'll leave it at that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed getting this car. It's always exciting to get a brand new car. But if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, or road trip videos, or anything like that, just hit that like button. Even better, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified when those videos do come out. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.